Our video today is going to take us through two special triangles that we will see in this section. A 30-60-90 triangle, which is in the upper left-hand part of the screen, and a 40-40 or 45-45-90 triangle, which is in the bottom right-hand side of the screen. So what we're going to do is we're going to solve for C in this case because we've been given x for A and B in regards to that. So we're going to throw in x for the A and for the B. We're going to square them. That's going to equal C squared. So then I'm going to take care of my like terms once I add my squares, which would give us 2x squared equals C squared. Then what I'm going to take care of is the square root for both of these, and that takes care of the squaring of this, which simply leads us back to C. We're going to pull the x out because we did pull the pair out of that because we really have x times x. So that gives us x. What's left underneath is times 2. So this becomes our answer for this problem. So when you see a 45 degree angle, there's a couple things that you should already know. One coming from the Pythagorean theorem, and that is the x here is standing for the legs. So whatever you find in this position is going to be for A and B for that. So that's why we can label these x here, because what we're really dealing with when we have a 45 is a square. It's half of a square. The whole thing, the x times the square root of 2, that's what equals C. So switching gears, we're going to take a look at the 30-60-90 degree triangle. If you notice, we have some specific labelings here instead of our A, B, and C. Again, these are our legs, and this is our hypotenuse. So this would be A or B, and this would be our C for our normal way of looking at it if we're looking for the Pythagorean theorem. However, this way we're looking at a 30-60-90 degree triangle, so we call it H, which again represents our hypotenuse. The LL is our long leg, and that is the leg that is opposite our 60 degree angle. And then we have our short leg, which is opposite our 30 degree angle. So this is how you identify what you're dealing with. Also, if you look, you can clearly tell that this is the shorter leg and this is the longer leg. So we just LL and SL to make it easy. So for these, it's a matter of what are you solving for. So there are some formulas here that I'm going to give you in the next few slides that are going to show you which formula do I use if I'm asked to find this side. So in this case, we're asked to find the short leg. So we're setting it up as SL, and that's half of the hypotenuse. So whatever, if they give you the hypotenuse and you're asked to find this short leg, just simply divide it by 2 or multiply it by 1/2. If you're asked to find the long leg, you need to take half the hypotenuse again, but now we're going to take it times the square root of 3. And most of the time you'll have the square root of 3 in your answer when you finish up the problem. We can also go and find hypotenuse in this, and you'll be doing some of that in class as well. But again, it's just knowing what you have, solving for that, and getting to your answer. And then the last one is just simply putting things together. We can combine the two that we just previously talked about into one equation. So really, if we're looking for the long leg and they give us the short leg, all we have to do is put that number in, and it's multiplied by the square root of 3, and we found it, and that's it. So again, it's one of those things where you've got to look at what you're being asked and given to what you're being asked to solve for. So keys to this video are a couple things. When you're working with a 45 degree triangle, we're looking at our sides are going to be the same because it comes out of a half a square. So these two numbers will be the same, and then we know that the answer for the hypotenuse will always have the square root of 2 on it, and the number or the coefficient that's in front of the square root of 2 is always representing what the legs are. So this is 1 times the square root of 2, and again, we don't put the 1 there, so it doesn't matter. that we have it, we're not going to see it. We just know that these are going to be 1. For the 30, 60, 90 triangle, the general setup is the long side is square root of 3, the short side is a 1, and the hypotenuse is 2 for that. So when we looked at it, we looked at the labeling of the 30, 60 degree triangle, and from there we came up with these formulas to use. With when we combine these two, we get the little one here to work with finding for the solve, the long leg. And again, it just depends on, again, what you're looking for, what you're being asked to find, how to put it in, and just simply solve the equation for that. So again, use your notes. Make sure you write the formulas down first, then put your numbers in, and then go ahead and solve for the given problem that you're asked to do in there.